today we're going to look at 3 critical problems facing most local businesses. Now, the first 2 you might recognize and have probably dealt with them if you own or have worked with local businesses. And I can see a lot of familiar faces on here tonight, so I know a lot of you guys do a lot of local business work. The third problem is the biggest business killer that I've ever seen, though, right? So most people don't know it's a problem until it's too late. They rarely realize it's what's destroyed their business. So they don't spot the problem. And even when I've seen it put people out of business, they don't actually realize what it is that's put them out of business. It's that kind of hidden, invisible problem that we're going to look at later today. So your average company will build a company, starts to grow, and then it starts to fail and they don't know why. Okay, then it fails, then they try again, but the same invisible business killer keeps striking over and over and over again. So today I'm going to share 3 problems that can all kill your business. Okay, but the third one remains invisible even whilst it's destroying you and your company. Okay, so if you get nothing else from today, understanding the third problem will help you in business forever. Okay, especially if you're doing local business, it'll help you in business forever. But before we start, let me ask you a question. Do you want less customers? Let me know in the chat if you want less customers. No? Straight away. So I was asking for ones and yeses before and I got almost none. And then as soon as I say, do you want less customers? People are like, no. Do you want to be less organized? No, we're getting quite a few no's in there now. Do you enjoy chasing invoices? Or are you happy missing calls when you're working? Or even, are you happy chasing invoices that never get paid? If you answered yes to any of these, then today is probably not for you. But if you're a local business owner, if you run a home services business or work with any local businesses, anything from a plumber, electrician, locksmith, roofer, or anything in between, if you wish your local business had more, let's say, customers, was better organized, and all your leads, quotes, and invoices were generated, handled, and paid automatically, then you've come to the right place. After today, you're going to be able to stop worrying about missing jobs when you're busy. You're going to be able to stop worrying about lead sales and clients. Okay, we're going to cover that. You're going to be able to stop worrying about the constant mess. Like, did I remember to quote? Did I chase that quote? Has anyone ever paid my invoices? Sound familiar? Give me a yes in the box if that sounds familiar to some of you guys. Yes? So after today, you're going to be able to run your businesses effortlessly. You'll be organized. You'll be profitable. You'll be professional. In fact, that's not true. You'll be professional. In fact, I can't make you professional. Okay, that's up to you. But you'll look professional. Let's say that. Okay, you'll have less stress. You'll have more customers. You'll be able to see a way to scale, which is one of the real big positives from today. And after today, you're going to be able to turn your phone off when you go on holiday. Okay, sounds too good to be true. It certainly does, because your business will pretty much take care of itself. So does that sound good? Yes. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, the room is absolutely packed out full now, which is brilliant. So if you enjoy stress, if you enjoy being disorganized, if you enjoy quoting and forgetting to follow up, if you enjoy spending 45 minutes in the back of your van, in fact, give me a 5 in the box if you've done this before, yeah? Spent 45 minutes in the back of your van looking for parts just to let a customer know that you can't do a job. Five. Okay, so we've got tons of service businesses on here. That used to drive me insane. I had a locksmith company. It was horrible. But if you love all that, then I have nothing for you. But if you want a better way to run your business, a way that's more profitable, a way that's more cost effective, a way that's more organized, a way that's going to give you your time back, then I'm going to give you everything you need. And I'm going to show you 3 hidden problems behind most local business failures and how you can avoid them. Whilst all around you are falling into the same trap, you're going to be able to be completely immune from them problems. Okay, so for those who don't know me, okay, because there's a lot of people who we've not got a huge relationship with yet. For those who don't know me, my name is Mike Martin. I used to run a locksmith company and I single-handedly grew it to one of the largest independently owned locksmiths in the UK. At first, I was running my locksmith business using 2 writing pads, 2 mobile phones, a payment terminal, and a hell of a lot of mess. And I was working probably 15 to 20 hours a day, 7 days a week, but I still hardly made much profit. So we were doing okay on the turnover side, but the profit wasn't all there. and I had almost no spare time whatsoever. So I was answering phones, building websites, doing jobs, especially the night shift. It's really difficult to get the staff to do the night shift when you're running a locksmith company. I was missing calls when I was on jobs. I was stressed through missing calls and losing money. I felt like I didn't have enough time in the day. So quotes were not chased, jobs were missed. In fact, worse, jobs were messed up sometimes through pure tiredness, and invoices would sometimes never get paid. Does that sound familiar to a lot of you guys? Yes? So, well, my saving grace came when I met a guy called Martin. Okay, he told me straight, basically, you are doing it all wrong, was exactly how he put it. He actually added a swear word in there as well, too, but I'm not going to say it on here tonight. But he pretty much laughed at how I was running my business. He promised if I listened rather than feeling insulted by being called out, he would give me my time back and show me how to run my business without the chaos. So I did. I listened. I was probably because I was desperate. And within 3 months, he built me a system that automated my business. That system enabled me to work less, make more money, service more clients, and gave me time off. It gave me time to think and focus on growing my business. So that breathing space pretty much enabled me to scale my company. I went from struggling to make ends meet, working 24 hours a day, what felt like 7 days a week, to having loads of spare time. I was making 47 grand a month at first, and things only improved from there. So I decided years ago that if I was ever in the position to do the same thing for other local businesses, then I would. And today, right here and now, I'm able to do that for your local business. So on this webinar, I'm going to share how AI generated local web pages can lead to 10 times more customers. I'm going to share how to automate your bookings with less than 30 minutes work. And I'm going to share how to make all your quotes and invoices simple to create, send, chase, track, even from your mobile phone. So on this webinar, I'm going to aim to give you your time back, automate your business administration, and take away most of the stress related to running a successful local business, whilst avoiding the 3 problems that are killing most small companies, which we will talk about in order. Okay, so let's first of all look at most local businesses have a website and a Google Maps listing. Okay, then they hope. Okay, so what they very quickly find out is that this is not enough to keep the lights on. Yes, it gets you calls from customers, but you won't reach your full potential not without a proper forward-thinking strategy, let's call it. Yes, if lots of local businesses are all doing the exact same thing, and over 70% of them fail within the first 5 years, that's a true statistic, what does that prove to you? Let me know in the box what that proves to you, because I'm going to get a drink because I've only just started talking, my throat's kicking off. Yes, Steve, that's correct. It doesn't work, okay? Copying the 70% that fail, and you become a small fish in a big pond. And that pond is very quickly becoming an ocean filled with other businesses. Who's read the Blue Ocean Strategy? um, so it's other businesses who want your customers. So you might come across a customer every now and again, but most are gone within seconds of it in the ocean. And there is no future in just wishing you had more customers, wishing you had time to find more customers, or wishing you didn't have to so much paperwork, or wishing you had time to chase your outstanding invoices, or wishing you had time to follow up on quotes, or wondering how you're going to pay your next month's wages or rent or tax or whatever it is that's holding you back. Okay? It's at this point when your business is struggling, when you feel that little bit desperate, that most so-called experts will recommend something called Google Ads. But Google Ads are on an auction system. Okay? So everyone is bidding each other up. So the cost goes up with every single click. This means everyone is competing on a cost per click basis. So cost will always go up and profits will always go down. That's an absolute fact. Nobody can argue that, okay? The more people that are paying per click, the less profit goes in the business's pocket. Eventually, though, profits hit zero. Then the experts recommend upsells, okay? You've probably all seen this before. Upsells, not so you can make more profit. Think about it this way, so you can afford to increase your cost per click. And when this stops working, okay, the really stupid ones recommend even more upsells, not so you can make more profit, so you can afford to increase your cost per click again. All this is putting up everyone's cost per click, putting up everyone's cost to stay in business, making it impossible to start a business, and reducing everyone's profits down to zero. okay? And it's making one business very, 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 very rich, okay? Google. So if most local businesses are struggling to make ends meet and 70% is failing within 5 years, do you want to copy that 70%? Yes or no? Yes or no? Do you want to? Of course not. It's the right answer there, mate. Yes, the process is broken. So let me ask you, what does the 70% do? They build a website that targets one location. They set up a Google Maps listing that ranks in one location. They hope customers find them. Some customers do, just not enough to thrive, maybe enough to survive. Okay, we know that 30% of local businesses survive for 5 years, after 5 years, but 70% fail within the first 5 years. Now, I want you to imagine that you set up a website in 100 locations. Yes? What's going to happen? Mathematically speaking, you should get 100 times as many customers, but that doesn't happen. Okay? But I have seen this strategy bring in 5 and even 10 times as many customers. What would 10 times more customers mean for your business? Just picture it. Now I want you to think, how can you possibly build a website in 100 locations? The answer is you can't. It will take too much time, costs too much money, and just isn't realistic. However, there's a way to get the same results by making a few small tweaks to your existing website. It takes less than an hour to do. It builds search engine optimized web pages for all your target areas, and it's been designed so anyone can do it with zero online experience. 3Local allows you to draw a target radius around your business, set your services, click a button, and it creates search engine optimized web pages for every town, village, and suburb within your target radius. This is as close to having 100 websites as a local business can get without spending a fortune. Now, if your business ranks in 100 towns, villages, and cities, what happens? For your target keywords, yes, what happens? You get more customers, yes. You get more leads, yes. More inquiries, yes. Yet this is not fiction. It is a fact. In fact, it says it on the screen. It's a fact. So why does everyone not do it? They don't know how. Building 100 websites would take a long time. Done manually, it would take an expert months to do. But done like this, using 3Locals radius marketing strategy, it can be done in a few minutes and get the exact same results. Okay. We've been able to get over 900 page one rankings in 30 hours on one website. One client went from 3 calls a week to over 10 calls a day in his first month. Some customers are reporting dozens of new inquiries almost instantly. And we've seen similar results hundreds of times. So the first few weeks of doing this won't necessarily make much difference. You'll see small increases in inquiries within 2 to 4 weeks. Yes, this is point number 1, and I'm going to explain that shortly. Sorry, I'm seeing a few people asking, and I will get onto problem 2 and 3 in a minute. Don't you worry. After that, the web pages bed in and really start to rank. Okay, so you'll see small increases in inquiries in the first 2 to 4 weeks. After that, the web pages bed in and really start to rank. Google starts to understand them and ranks your business for additional keywords. That's when the real boosts come. Okay, so within 2 to 3 months, most businesses see an average of 300% increases in customer inquiries. So that means if you're getting 10 leads a week now via your company website, you'll be getting 30 leads a week. If you're getting 100 leads a week now, okay, then you'll be getting 300 leads a week. These are increased inquiries on average, okay, just from using this one technique that takes about 10 to 20 minutes to set up. So let me explain how easy it is, okay? So the 3Local 5-step setup process. Step 1, search your Google business profile or fill in a form about your business, okay? Step 2, you set your central location. Step 3, you list your top 2 services. Step 4, you click go, and 3Local builds hundreds of search engine optimized pages designed to rank in every location that your business wants more customers. Okay, so you draw a straight line 10 miles from your business, draw a big circle around it, bam, it'll build SEO optimized pages for all of them. You edit the content to make it personal to you. In fact, let me show you the simple steps. Yeah, step number 1, this is what it looks like. You search for your Google business profile, yes, or you fill in a form with your business information, yes. So if you've got a Google business profile, it works much, much better. So you should have one as a business anyway. Step 2, you choose a central location. It's usually your business address, but on the page, I've put Manchester, UK. We've not used a business address for this one, just to show you that you can use either, okay? Step number 3 is list your 2 primary services. So more of these can be added later, but we've put house clearances and removals. Step 4, click go, and 3Local builds search engine optimized web pages for every location in your target radius. This takes about 30 seconds. Instead of months of hard work, 30 seconds for hundreds of search engine optimized web pages designed to rank for all your services, designed to rank in every single one of your target locations. On average, you get 5 to 10 times more customers within 3 months, and it only takes a few clicks. How powerful is that? Yeah. Then you can drop pins on a map and add any additional locations it's missed. So 3Local will build pages for those locations on complete autopilot. So not just one page, a search engine optimized page for every single service you offer in every single location you drop a pin. So one pin drop can build 10 SEO pages, okay, for your 10 primary services if you've got 10 primary services. Local business marketing really has never been this easy. Okay. Right. So finally, you edit the content, so make it personal to your business. I'm showing you one of the pages that we've done on the screen now. And if you want to speed things up, you can submit your website to Google Search Console. This can get hundreds of pages. That's how we did 900 pages in 24, 48 hours. Showing up in Google within 24 to 48 hours. So I taught myself to pick locks on YouTube. Okay. I wanted to build my own locksmith company. I tried by building a website and a Google Maps listing. Then I sat back and hoped customers would come. And I failed because this just doesn't work. I was ready to give up completely when I found a website called Manchester Locksmith Pro that had built hundreds of search engine optimized web pages for every town, village, and suburb in Manchester, or Greater Manchester, should I say, yeah? So I started copying what they did, and within 2 years, I built a locksmith company doing almost 100 grand a month, right? I made so much money that I was able to give the company to my brother and sister, and I've since written 11 business books. A few of them are Amazon bestsellers. I've created 3 successful software products. But what I really want to do is help other local business owners get the same success that I've had. Now, that's kind of why I'm on here today. I know how good it feels, right? I know how easy it is, and I know a few small tweaks can make massive, massive changes to your business. I believe that 70% of local businesses don't actually need to fail. I think the system is designed to bring us down. So this has worked for so many of the local business owners already. Like Steve from the UK went from struggling to over 10 incoming calls. I think he was every single day. Remember, Carl from Manchester, UK gets hundreds of calls a week from this strategy for his auto electrician business. Rich said using 3Local helped boost my local business. He said, I'm getting way more leads now. And Mark from Remuvio Limited in Manchester, in fact, he's in Burnley, but it says Manchester on here, has quit everything else and just uses 3Local for his removals and house clearances now. Adam Green said 3Local helped me generate a lot more leads at the start of my local business and would highly recommend. There are literally thousands of local businesses now thriving through implementing 3Local onto their local business website. I've personally built websites in almost all home service niches, and this has worked in all of them for me, but there's still a massive problem, a monster problem. Most local businesses think making the phone ring is the end of their problems. In fact, give me a 1 in the box if you thought, you know what, once we've got loads of leads coming in, all my problems are gone. Because 3Local can fix your lead problem. Yes, 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 yes. Just want more customers. Well, 3Local can fix that for a local business. Okay, but most local businesses think making the phone ring. Does it work for local law firms? Yeah. Keith Avery is on it. You know where I'm going next with this, buddy. You certainly do. Bang on. But yes, David, it does work for local law firms. So most local businesses think making the phone ring is the end of the problem. Yes, but it's not. When you're out on a job and your phone keeps ringing, okay, what do? Or when you're right in the middle of drilling a lock, fitting a bath, or tiling a room, or you're sat in a meeting and your phone keeps ringing, what do? Yeah, when you miss 5 calls that could all be paying customers, what do? You need to automate your small jobs bookings completely, so anything you offer at a set price can be quoted and booked in 100% hands-free. You need to automate your large job quotations completely. Okay, so imagine a driveway or something like that. Yeah. So basically, complicated work can be booked in for you to give a quote, And you need to make all your unprofitable busy work 100% hands free so you can focus on what actually makes money. So, how? Well, most local businesses spend way too much time on busy work, okay? Admin, chasing customers, calling customers back, all the, let's call it crap, yes, because it really is, that doesn't make money, but can take up 80% of your time. Okay. Most companies feel they need to speak to every single customer. Companies insist they have to run their businesses by phones. But if that were true, companies like Angie, Thumbtack, MyBuilder wouldn't even exist, yet they process tens of thousands of jobs every single day, all by phone. Now I know forms can be complicated and they can take hours to set up. I guess they have to, in some cases, be installed by a website by a website professional. Yes, unless you've got a degree and you're a total nerd, right? So this can seem impossible. But me and one of my developers tested 6 of the most popular form tools for businesses. Okay, the quickest one took 25 minutes to set up. All right, and it was very basic. And one of them took us about 3 hours. Okay, and we're pretty much experts on computers. Okay, especially him, he's a developer. Okay, so what chance was someone who uses their computer for Facebook have? Okay, it's mental. Okay, but the answer is not no chance at all. It seems like people only build tools like this for nerds, and maybe it's just because computer programmers think differently, but I don't know. But if you can set up a Facebook account and speak to 1 million people, why can't we set up a form? Or if you can set up a fancy Facebook business page and interact with prospects, why can't we set up a form tool? Or if we can build a Google Maps listing and take bookings through it, why can't we set up a form tool? I'll tell you why. It's because the developers of those products are building for nerds. I've said nerds 3 times, I think, in like four sentences, but they're not designed for real people like me and you. Okay, so it's not your fault. The systems are broken. What chance do you have without one built for you? So the deck is stacked against you from the start. You can either pay someone thousands for every step in the process to build your business, and you'll all have done this, yeah, and half of those steps don't work, or you can buy leads from big companies. Okay, these seem like the only 2 options local businesses have. Ad companies sell on an auction system. This makes sure cost per click keeps going up no matter what you do. This is designed so you can't make any profit. And big lead sales companies get greedier and greedier and greedier. First of all, they start off by selling to 1, then to 3, then to 5 lead buyers at a time until you're competing against 10 companies for every single lead that you've actually bought. This is why it's my mission to make this click simple for you and super affordable. All right. So I've showed you how you can set up 3Local in a few simple steps. Now let me show you how you can do the same for your booking system. Okay, so we can do this in under 5 minutes. There's no technical steps whatsoever, and it's called Book a Local. Okay, so it's a system built by 3Local just for local businesses, built so anyone can set it up. Everything is drag and drop. You don't even need a website thinking about it. Got a built-in calendar, so it manages your full company. There's no complicated integrations. You could actually probably get your kids to set it up for you. In fact, you could probably even get your grandparents to set it up for you. You know, the ones who've never switched a computer on in their life. Let me explain. So most local businesses drop over 20% of their calls. These aren't the super busy company. These are companies wanting, all right, in fact, no, needing more customers. It's because their business isn't designed to handle incoming customers when they're busy. So once they're out working or they're on a job or they're dealing with a customer, their incoming pipelines almost freeze. Now, this isn't their fault. Okay, we've all only got one pair of hands, but imagine this part of your business automated. You get up in the morning, look at your diary, and see what's on for the day. No need to talk to customers. No need to answer your phones. No need to handle calls when you're, I don't know, hanging off a roof, drilling a lock, fitting a bathtub. It sounds too good to be true, but it's actually very simple when you have the right tools for the job. So most jobs are very simple. Okay. Book a Local is a booking system designed just for local businesses. So I'm going to show you the 5-step setup and then we'll do some screen shares. So step 1, add your business details. Yes, super simple. Set your primary services, set your working hours, drag and drop to change your booking form, and then add the booking form to your website. Or if you don't know how to do that, use your custom link. Okay, so you don't even need a website and the booking form works independently. Let me show you the screenshots from inside the system. 1 second. So step number one is you fill in a form with your business information and details. Okay, so it's simple. This is one I've filled in here. It's got some of my information hidden. Okay, step two, you set your primary services. This takes under 2 minutes. So as you can see on here, we've got house clearance, 180 minutes, house removal, small, 300 minutes. And you basically go in and set those up. Step number three, you set your working hours. Okay, so you can go in and you can just click a button at the top there. If you have a look, see it here, set 9 to 5. This one here sets it at 24 hours if you've got an emergency services company. Okay, but you can go in and quickly set your working hours. And then you drag and drop to make changes to your booking form if you want to make any. Okay, this is not usually needed as the pre-designed form is built for home service businesses. Okay, but this is a drag and drop system that pulls it all into place. And step number 5, add the booking form to your website or use the custom link. Okay, this can be shared anywhere on the internet and it's fully mobile optimized straight out of the box. So let's look at a typical situation. Okay, so let's say you've got a website and a Google Maps listing. Okay, but you've still got almost no customers. Yeah, with 3Local, you can build over 100 local web pages per service that you offer in under 10 minutes. These pages are designed to rank in Google for 100% of your target locations. Not only that, these pages are designed to target all of your key services. Next, the phone starts ringing off the hook. What do you want? You want a receptionist, okay? That'd be ideal. But if that's not possible or affordable, then Book a Local can automatically book you simple jobs like fit a lock, install a lock, service a boiler. All your set price jobs are quoted and handled instantly. Then booked into your calendar. So and quotes. Someone wants, let's say, a quote for a driveway, like we said earlier, or someone wants a quote for a new roof, or someone wants a quote for an extension on their house. Quotes are booked in automatically. You just show up and quote. Okay, problem solved, right? So you can have a show up and quote. You can show up and do the job. Do we think there's any additional problems on top of that? Or is that your problem solved now? You've got your customers coming in, you've got all your bookings and quotes set up, you turn up and just do the work. Problem solved, yes? Yes, yes, yes. No, wrong. So we've looked at the first two problems. Finding more customers and making onboarding super easy for the customers and for you, right? So that, yeah, no, Keith's in there. He says no with me. But, okay, the hardest part of your business is still in front of you. As you can see from the screen, growth isn't the problem, managing it is, right? So the hardest part of your business is still in front of you. And unless you've already run 100 grand a month local business like I have, with hundreds of customers every single week, you have no idea how much chaos you're about to step into. Imagine you do 5 quotes a day, right? So you go out and you do 5 quotes a day, right? Now imagine you send 5 invoices a day. Every quote must have a deadline because if it doesn't, the customers won't call. Every invoice must have a due date because if it doesn't, customers will never pay. So 5 quotes a day turns into 150 quotes a month. 5 invoices a day turns into 150 invoices a month. So there's 300 things there that need chasing, automating, tracking, and everything else. Now imagine how you're going to keep track of all of that: quotes, invoices, deadlines, payment terms. When are the 300 quote deadlines due? Did you remember to follow up on all of them? Did you have time to follow up on all of them? If you don't chase, in most cases, they won't respond. Or even worse, they won't pay. When a payment's due, if they don't know, you might not get paid. Okay, and that means if your customer doesn't know, not if you don't know, can you see the problem as your company starts to grow? Yes? I didn't even know this was a problem, right? Not until I started doing over 50 grand a month. It was absolute chaos. And that's why I want to make it easier for you. Okay, so let's take a look at how to make all your quotes and invoices simple to create, simple to send, chase, and track even from your mobile phone. This is the point in the webinar where I'm going to automate your business, give you your time back, organize your quotes and invoices so that they are simple to send, simple to build, simple to track, and even more important, simple to ignore unless they need your attention right now. So not many people can use spreadsheets, and those who can agree they become very complicated very quickly. In fact, have you ever opened a spreadsheet on a mobile phone? A big one. Yes, yes, yes. They're impossible to make sense of. That being said, they still seem to be the only way companies track quotes, invoices, and inventory. Okay. Is this because it's the best way to do it, or is it because no one has made the process simpler? A process that humans can understand instead of machines, instead of, let's say it again, nerds. Yes. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a hard problem to solve. How do you track quotes due dates? How do you track payments due dates? How do you remember to email the quotes a week before, 5 days before, and the day before they are due? How do you remember to chase invoice payments a week before, 5 days before, and the day before they're due? Okay. If you haven't got a full-time bookkeeper, quote creator, invoicer, and inventory system manager, you might feel screwed. But does it really have to be that complicated? I feel it doesn't. We wouldn't be on here today if I did, would we? So, do we have to use spreadsheets with thousands of lines that take hours to update? I think not. But is there an easier way? Maybe. Let's say you're doing 100 quotes a month, yes? And let's say you're sending 100 invoices a month. All have a due date or an expiry date, yes? These dates could be up to 90 days in the future or even more. If we put all this information into a spreadsheet with hyperlinks to the invoices and the quotes and the PDFs and stuff like that, how do we keep track of it all? Most companies don't. That's why millions of quotes go unchased. That's why millions of invoices never get paid. That's why 70% of local businesses will continue to fail in the first 5 years. And most of the businesses that survive will struggle to make ends meet under a pile of confusion, chaos, and spreadsheets. Do you agree? Yes? Now let me ask you something, right? Do you know how traffic lights work? Yes? Give me a yes in the box if you know. Yes, red does mean stop. In fact, I think red means pay attention, and amber means pay attention soon. Yes? And green means you're all good. Yes? We all get that? So what if I told you that we could completely organize your quotes, invoices, and inventory with a simple red, amber, green system that makes quoting, invoicing, and inventory management a breeze? And it chases quotes and invoices automatically, taking you completely out of the equation. It's called Quote Flow, and it uses a unique traffic light system to completely organize your business so you can focus on running your business and making money. Right? Give quotes and forget about them. Send invoices and forget about them. Buy inventory and know exactly what you've got in stock with a single glance. Like no more 45-minute hunting through your van to check your stock, right? That used to drive me insane in the middle of November when it's absolutely freezing in the UK and you've got to get in the back of your van and spend half an hour just to tell somebody, I can't do it. I haven't got it in stock. Okay. Once this last piece of the puzzle in place, you will have hundreds of micro websites bringing in lead sales and clients every month. These web pages cover 100% of your business target locations. You will have a way for prospects to book set price jobs and get quotes 100% hands free. And you will have a way to quote, invoice, and manage your business so you can scale effortlessly. Not only that, but all your quotes and invoices will be chased automatically, and you will only ever need to pay attention when they turn red. So this whole process is designed to make your life easier, give you your time back, enable you to make more money, and remove most of the stress caused from running a local business. Let me explain. So quote flow can be set up in just 5 steps. Okay, so we've got 5 simple steps on everything we do. And quote flow doesn't actually need 5 steps, okay, because you can see the bottom two. But I wanted to keep it on 5. So step number 1, add your business information. Step number 2, add yourself and your staff, okay, and your hourly or day rates. I'll show you pictures of this in a minute, how simple it is. Add your inventory, including set price jobs and services. Okay, so you want to add all your set price jobs and the cost to quote. Okay, create and send a quote in under 3 minutes. Create and send an invoice in under 3 minutes. Let me show you inside the system. Okay, so setting this up is easy, right? You're going to fill in your business information and you're going to even choose things like, do I charge sales tax? And if so, how much sales tax do you charge? Because like in the UK, it's 20% VAT and things like that. Okay, then you're going to add you and your staff and your hourly and day rate. So as you can see, I put me in as an example. So my hourly rate is £250 an hour, but if they wanted me for a full 8-hour day, it'd cost £1,250. Okay. Then you add your inventory and your set price jobs, okay, plus jobs that need quoting. So this takes probably 3 to 5 minutes. And I've not put an inventory example in here, but you can literally add the item. And if it's boiler inspection, 120 quid, you just put it in for that. If it's, I need a 30-minute quote, you just put it in and set the time up, okay? Then you send quotes via PDF, okay, in no time at all. They are chased automatically. So every single quote that you send out is chased 10, 5, and 1 day before they are due, right? So it does the first three chases of every single quote and invoice for you. You don't have to set up your emails or any of that. It's all done inside the system. They have a one-click accept button, okay, to accept the quote. The button's inside the email, as you can see here, right? And once accepted, they turn green in your system, inside of your actual system that you're in, so you can take action, so you can see that somebody's accepted your quote. There's even a countdown timer on the quote, which gets your prospects to take action. So we know deadlines make people act. So we've used them strategically, so you don't need to chase anyone. Now, once it's been accepted and you do the job, then you can click convert to invoice. You can see these are accepted quotes on here. Once they've been accepted, they turn green. They end up like this. You click convert to invoice. You can have an invoice done and sent within less than a minute. These are automatically chased 10, 5, and 1 day before the payment is due. Then an invoice is sent, and it manages your stock levels. So if you've put on there that you've put in a mortise lock, or you've used a certain piece of piping or something that you've got to keep in stock, it will manage all your stock levels and tell you everything for you. Okay? And best of all is the traffic light system that completely tracks quotes, invoices, and inventory with a red, amber, green traffic light system. So you can see from the image here, accepted quotes are at the top, expired and due today are in the red, due soon are in the amber, and the white ones at the bottom basically means you're all good, depending. So don't worry. So red means pay attention now. Yeah, so this is what it looks like when you open it up. And as you can see from the screen, red are due today or overdue. Amber means pay attention soon. So so you can literally scan and see what's coming up very, very quickly. This is going to be due in a few days. Okay. Then you've got green, means great news. They've either paid or they've accepted your quote. And white means sent, and you can ignore it until it turns red or amber. That is it. So the whole thing is done on a traffic light system, so it's completely organized. This is built, right, for local businesses, specifically local home service businesses, because that's kind of what I do. So, but it's by someone who's run a home service business and understands your struggles. Even your dashboard buttons change color to tell you red, pay attention now, amber, pay attention soon, white, you're all good. Could it get any better? Well, actually, it could, yes. So this is what your typical dashboard looks like. But most people that run a local business are going to be out, aren't they? So your system is fully mobile optimized, so you can run everything from your phone. As you can see on the left, you've got create quote, quotes, create invoice, invoices. As you can see on your right, you've got create quote, quotes, create invoice, invoices. And they're red to let you know that there's quotes and invoices due now or overdue. So it's not just mobile optimized, it's red, amber, green, mobile optimized. Yes? To take your business traffic like simple to run. Not only that, you can resend. So you can see the buttons that are inside the mobile here when you click on them. You can resend, you can edit, you can convert to invoice, you can view, you can do anything from your mobile phone, giving you full control to quote, invoice, chase, and see your situation at a glance right from your mobile phone. All your business data at a glance. No more confusion, no more chaos, no more wasted time and money on the stuff that should be simple. Okay? I believe it's time to take the chaos out of the business and forget about all the, let's call it BS, yeah? That actually eating away at your time. You can have less stress, less clutter, more happy customers, more organization, more peace of mind, everything set up to run at a glance, no more headaches, no more confusion, just a simple to run, profitable, efficient, and enjoyable local business that can take as you can take it as far as you want, and it can scale to any size because it's fully organized, because it's set up perfectly to get customers, to onboard customers. Okay, so 3Local gets you your customers, your booking system onboard your customers, and to make your life and business traffic light simple to run. Now, today I've showed you how you can easily build hundreds of search engine optimized web pages for your local business. These are all designed to get loads more customers. Okay, I showed you how you can completely automate your set price job appointments, set price jobs and appointments, sorry. Okay, meaning set price jobs are dealt with and larger, more complicated quotes are added to your diary. You just need to show up and either do the work or quote. I've showed you how you can use a traffic light system to send, chase, manage, and track all of your quotes and invoices, making your business pretty much an efficiency monster. and a breeze to run, even for a less organized ones like me. Okay, now it's your turn. So can you handle more customers? Let me know in the chat if you can handle more customers, or do you want more free time? When you decide to take action today, this setup will help you make more money and save you money at the same time. Okay, so it's going to save you money and it's going to save you time. It's going to help you avoid unnecessary effort, but only if you want it to. So you've got two choices, guys. You can stick around and get access to everything you've just seen at a deal price that seems too good to be true. Or if you prefer, you can close the browser and keep doing what you're already doing. But before you decide, let me show you what's actually included. Yes? What you're going to get today is intended to get you more customers, simplify your customer onboarding process, and make your quotes and invoices, creating, sending, chasing, tracking, and management as simple as red, amber, green, so that running your business is much easier and all you need to focus on is doing what gets you paid. So we're going to introduce today, guys, the Black Friday special, okay? And as you can see from the screen, that this is strictly limited to one per customer, and existing customers can move over to this much better deal. So if you're an existing customer, which is why we've sent it to you guys, this is a much better deal, but we're only selling 450 of these. So when they are gone, they are gone. So today you're going to get all the tools, software, help, and support that you're ever going to need to run your local business as efficiently as possible. So you're going to get the 3Local Triple X deal, which means you can build search engine optimized web pages within 30 miles of your business in any direction. So your radius is going to be a 30-mile radius instead of 10, meaning you can have hundreds of Google optimized web pages in every location your ideal clients are searching online. Secondly, you're going to be able to build these pages for up to 10 services. So I tried in plumbing, roofing, electricians, bricklaying, and locksmithing to find 10 realistic services that work kind of the same thing. Okay. The only home service industry that I could find 10 services for was builders, meaning you really have got everything you need. Not only that, you're getting 100 custom locations. This means in addition to the hundreds of search engine optimized pages created for your business, you can drop up to 100 pins on your radius map, and the system will create search engine optimized web pages in every location for every service you offer. Okay. So, I mean, adding this many is literally impossible. So as you can see from the image here, this is what a standard one looks. It's gone a bit blurry, that actually. So there won't be one single location you haven't got 10 service pages designed to rank for every single customer searching online. Now, if you imagine a typical location map looks like this after adding 3Local to your business website. These represent locations. Each location can have up to 10 service pages. So you can drop 100 more pins, okay? Each new pin, if you can even fit them on, would represent up to 10 more service pages per map pin. All SEO optimized, all designed to rank online in Google and fully AI search ready. So rankings not just in Google, but all the search engines, including, okay, we've done the research on this, ChatGPT Atlas, which if the past is anything to go by, could end up being the search engine of the future. We've done the research, designed the web pages for AI search. So without the boost, this would normally cost you $55 a month, but you're getting the triple X deal that's only available to the next 450 customers on this webinar today. Not only that, I've got bonuses just for you. Okay, so bonus number one is the 3Local Book a Local system. This will help you automate all your set price jobs so they just appear instantly in your diary. You just turn up and get paid. Boiler inspection booked online. No phone call, no headaches, no answering calls when you're working. Electrical inspection booked online. Lock changes instantly booked online. Standard 3-bedroom house cleans booked online. Car valet booked online. Garden grass cutting booked online. Window cleaning booked online. You get the picture, yeah? But how does this work for more expensive jobs? This will also automate all your quote appointments. So if somebody wants a new driveway quote, you can get the booked into your diary online. So you can go out and do the quote. If someone wants a roofing quote, that's booked online. They can still call you, but they don't need to. If they do call you, you've got a special link, not just a website pop-up. This is a special link. It's 100% mobile optimized. Customers ring and want a driveway quote or a cleaning quote or a roofing quote or a quote for anything else Tell them, yes, of course we can help. I'll text you a link and you can book it in and I'll see you soon. And you just send the link. They book in the quote. You turn up, get the job, almost 100% hands free. Normal price for this, guys, is $29 per month. Okay, so you're going to get it included today. So what you're going to get today is 3Local Triple X deal, normally $55 a month when it's not boosted. Okay, yours is boosted to a level never seen before. We've never done a deal like this before when it's gone, and you're going to get the 3Local booking system, normally $29 a month. Total value so far is $84 a month. Bonus number 2, the 3Local quote flow system. This might be my favorite software we have ever created. I am in love with it. It is that brilliant. It is just so amazing. What it does for a local business is brilliant. This will create, send, chase, track, and manage all your quotes and invoices. Okay. When a quote or invoice is sent, this chases it 10 days, 5 days, and 1 day before expiry. Okay. Without you ever doing anything. So you know how hard it is to chase quotes. You know how hard it is to chase outstanding money. You know how organized you need to be to not miss deadlines. This automates and times everything. Your first 3 chases for any quote or invoice is 100% hands-free, meaning most will convert without you doing anything. It massively increasing customer action when accepting quotes and paying invoice. This also has a traffic light system so you can instantly spot upcoming due or overdue invoices and quotes. And just as an added bonus, it automatically integrates psychological triggers like urgency and scarcity into your quotes and invoices. You can do discounts in it so that you can set up a discount and say the discount is only available on this quote until such and such a time and date, and it gives them a countdown timer without you ever needing to lift a single finger. Now, the normal price for this is $29 per month. So what you're going to get today is 3Local Triple X deal, normally $55 a month when it's not boosted. So it's worth way more than that already. You're going to get 3Local Book a Local system that's normally $29 a month. You're going to get 3Local Quote Flow system, which is normally $29 a month. So the value so far today is $113 per month. Bonus number 3, you're going to get access to Mike Martin group coaching, consulting, and mentorship. Now, this is my closed monthly meeting where I meet on the first Thursday of every month. Okay, so I'll do some teaching and then I'll answer all the questions for like business owners, loads of business owners. So I basically spend 15 minutes teaching before answering all your questions and helping with your business. So we've got hundreds of businesses paying $199 a month for this. In fact, hundreds you might be in here right now. In fact, let me get a drink. Give me a yes in the box if you're in my group coaching. Let me just see how many of you are actually in my group coaching. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, let me just pull down a few more of you guys. Oh my God, the things. Right, I'm going to read the top ones. So, Simon said he's in. Elaine, Bob, yes. Oh, you're all right, Bob. We call him. I won't explain it. Hi, Bob. David's in here. Anyone who's not in the coaching now will know Bob eventually. David says yes. Vic says yes. James says yes. Mike says yes. Sarah says yeah. Okay, all right. Yeah, yeah. Yes. I'm seeing tons of yes. All right, you're gonna love this, right? Because existing customers can move over and save a fortune. So all those yeses in the box right now, there's about 40 or 50 of yous, won't need to pay me $199 a month for the group coaching. Yeah, just a quick reminder, this deal's limited to 1 per customer. So you can transfer no problem, but the bonuses are limited to 1 per customer. So that just so that you know, okay? So you're not going to get multiple spots in the coaching and consulting. The bonuses are limited to 1 per customer. You can have as many of the triple X deals as you want, up to the 450, but normal price for the coaching and consulting is $199 a month. So what you're going to get is 3Local Triple X deal, normally $55 a month when it's not boosted. You can get 3Local Book a Local system, normally $29 a month. You can get the 3Local Quote Flow system, normally $29 a month. And you're going to get the Mike Martin Group Coaching, Consulting, and Mentorship Program, normally $199 a month. Value is $312 per month. So this is your Black Friday deal. Okay, so 3Local Triple X deal is normally $55. This is included free. You're going to get your 3Local Book a Local system, normally $29 a month, included for free. You're going to get a 3Local Quote Flow system, normally $29 a month, included for free. And you're going to get the Mike Martin Group Coaching, Consulting, and Mentorship, normally $199 a month, included for free. If all this did was bring you 3 to 5 extra booking jobs a week, would it be worth $312 a month? What do you reckon? Yes, of course it would. I agree with you completely there. Yeah, one extra job can cover this in most trades. You are correct, yes. So if all this did was save you 5 to 10 hours a week, would it be worth it? Yeah, 20 to 40 hours a month. Yes. Less time spent doing admin, more time doing paid work, or more time off, or more time at the pub, whatever it is you like to do. But if all this did was chase every quote and invoice for you and get 80% more customers paying instantly, would it be worth 300 or not? The automatic follow-up system turns forgotten quotes into converted quotes, okay, and late forgotten invoices into paid invoices. It gets you more jobs booked, more payments in your bank faster, less written off payments, or time spent chasing quotes, should I say, and almost no awkward chasing for money. Imagine your diary filled automatically, quotes chased while you sleep, payments hitting your account daily or even hourly, all chased and nudged and then re-nudged automatically. So the Black Friday deal, you're not going to pay the $312 a month, as you can see on the screen, even though it's still well worth it. Today's deal price is not $3,744 per year like it should be. Today, you're going to be able to get full access to everything we've just talked about for $550 per year or as little as $55 per month. So 99% of the people on here right now are going to be paying the exact same they're paying right now, but they're going to get the booking system free, they're going to get the quote system free, and you're going to get the coaching and consulting completely free of charge. You need to pay the exact same. The normal price is 6 times higher than you pay today, and you get absolutely everything locked in at this price for life. You go to 3local.com/Mike right now. In fact, I will put it in the chat for you so you can click it. 3local.com/Mike. You will see multiple options on there. The one on the right hand side is the Black Friday deal. You don't get any of the bonuses with any of the other deals, okay? So to lock in this deal before they're all gone. So today's deal is only $55 per month or $550 per year at 3local.com/Mike. You can stop all your missed calls from costing jobs. 24/7 bookings means you don't lose work whilst you're in the middle of a job or in bed sleeping at night. You'll turn more quotes into paid work. Quote deadlines have got automatic reminders. Invoice deadlines have got automatic reminders. This means you get more yeses without lifting a finger. You can kill all the spreadsheets, okay? One glance, red, amber, or green tells you exactly what you need to do next. You're going to be able to get paid faster. You're going to get due date reminders. You're going to get one-click invoices. It's going to speed up cash flow. It's going to cut no-shows, automatic confirmation and reminders, keep you and your customers informed. You're going to know your stock in seconds. There's going to be no more 45-minute hunts in the back of your van. Okay, buy once, track always, run the diary for the whole team, everyone on the same schedule, fewer crossed wires, convert quotes to invoices in one tap, less admin, more money, and rank everywhere your customers see you online. Okay, local optimized web pages, bringing local customers every single day without you paying Google a penny. Take real time off. Your system handles the chaos. You can wake up and bookings and appointments are in there, even if you turn your phone off. Guys, 15 years ago when I started my business, I spent weeks building my websites. I had to learn HTML. I had to learn SEO. I had to figuring out everything. I've spent 15 years becoming an expert, okay? You can spend the next 15 years figuring everything out as an expert, or you can take all my skills, work, and start implementing them today. The group coaching and consulting means you're going to be able to pick my brains. I've had successful businesses for the last 15 years. The cost to do this any other way is 15 years hard work, 15 years of long hours, 15 years of putting your business first, 15 years of struggle, or you can skip all that for a measly $55 right now. If for any reason this doesn't work for you, okay, any reason whatsoever, you get a full, no questions asked, money back guarantee. If at any time in the next 30 days you decide this isn't for you, just submit a support ticket to support@mikemartin.zendesk.com and my team will process a full refund for you. In fact, just contact support from inside of 3Local software with a single click. I've just realized we've got all the support stuff inside the software. So yeah, you can click a link in there, but full disclosure, it can take up to 7 days to process a refund. So if you do ask for one, it can take about a week. Okay. If you open a dispute, it'll probably take a month. So don't do that. But you've got to act fast. Okay. So we can only let you have one per customer. Okay. Because we want to help as many businesses as possible inside the coaching. If you buy twice from the same email, you will not get the bonuses, but you will get the XXX upgrade on 3Local. And you can upgrade as many accounts as you have to the triple X deal, but we are only selling 450. So they will likely all run out today because this is a Black Friday deal, and but only 450 of the accounts are available. Once they've gone, prices will revert back to the $312 a month. The 450 will probably fill up today. If they don't, they'll probably fill up tomorrow. As soon as they do fill up, the prices are going to revert back to normal, and you'll have to pay $312 or $3,744 a year for the exact same product. That's 6 times the price. Okay? So you might be thinking to yourself, I'll just keep doing things the old way. I mean, isn't that why you're on the webinar now? The old way is obviously not working. So you can go to 3local.com/Mike right now and get everything done. And you might be thinking that you can't afford another tool right now. This isn't a cost, okay? It's an investment in your business. And if you use it right, it will make you a fortune. So it's better than free. It makes money. Now, you might be thinking, you'll set this up later when things calm down. Why do 70% of businesses fail in the first 5 years? Because there's never a right time to start. There's always something pulling you in other directions. Busy work doesn't pay the bills. Busy work doesn't automate your business. Busy work does chase your quotes and invoices, but it takes up far too much time. This gets you more leads, more sales, more clients, and it gives you more free time because it chases everything for you. It automates your quotes and invoices, and it organizes them into a traffic light system flow. Yeah. So you can see exactly what you need to at a glance. 3Local has been closed for 3 months. Does everybody on here know that? 3Local's been shut for 3 months because we couldn't handle all the incoming customers. Okay. People were falling over themselves to get into 3Local. We didn't reopen last month when we could. We waited until today so you could get the very best possible deal, and we built two additional softwares in that time so that we could give you this at the same price as what you're already probably paying. This deal's gone once 450 businesses get it. Then the prices return to normal. Okay? Now, you might be thinking you're not technical enough to use this. Every one of these systems has a 3-step simple setup process. Okay, a 5-step simple setup process. So you might be thinking that you're going to lose the personal touch if you automate, but because you're not spending hours per week on busy work, okay, you'll actually have more time for your customers. Unfortunately, there is a problem I've just thought of. You're actually going to have a lot more customers generated through 3Local, so maybe you won't have more time for them, but at least you'll have loads more money to comfort you. Yeah, so right. Now, you might be thinking it sounds too good to be true. I agree with you on that completely. We are absolute idiots for making this deal this good. Okay? You should take advantage of it right now, because before we come to our senses. Because when we do, this might likely go up 10 times the price. It might go up 20 times the price, and people will still pay it. So you might be thinking your business is too small for this, but maybe that's why your business is so small. Maybe you're holding your business back. Maybe you're actually scared of success. Maybe this is actually what you need to make your business grow. Or you might be thinking, I've already tried a tool like this before, but you haven't. Nothing like 3Local has ever been available to local businesses before. Nothing as powerful, nothing as simple to set up, nothing that you can control yourself, where you're not having to pay SEO agencies thousands to do it. Nothing that markets your business for you everywhere you want customers. Everywhere. This has already caught on. We took on over 20,000 customers in our first 2 weeks of release. We grew so fast, we had to close 3Local to new customers for 3 months. Look at this, right? Let me show you. This is what our pricing page looked like for the last 3 months. If you can't read it, it says, let me just get closer because I can't read it. 3Local is full, okay? The demand for 3Local has been incredible, so much so that we've temporarily closed the new signups while we upgrade our infrastructure. Okay, and we built 2 new softwares that's going to help you guys look to all your problems. If you're already a 3Local customer, your service is unaffected and continues as normal. For those who want in when the doors reopen, join our priority list below. You'll be the first to know the moment we're ready for new signups. This is that day. We've literally reopened our doors for the first time in 3 months. I've emailed you about this. I have 450 of this deal just for you. But when they are gone, the deal is gone, and I have no doubt we will need to stop selling to new customers altogether again soon. Why? Because 3Local is so damn powerful, okay, for local businesses. Every single I honestly believe every single local business on the planet needs 3Local. Every single local business. This is why we're building all the additional softwares and stuff like that, because we want to get every single problem that you've got and fix them all so that you can use 3Local, get more leads, and scale like crazy. Now, you might be thinking you can figure this out yourself. You probably can. You can probably knuckle down, and in a few years, you'll have it cracked. Or spend a measly $55 a month and enjoy those few years with more customers, with more efficiency, more money, less stress, less clutter, less time buried in pointless paperwork, and instead enjoy your free time doing whatever it is you love to do. Guys, I'm going to answer your questions. Oh, in fact, I've just been passed a list. So my team's been working away in the background, writing down all of your questions since I shared the offer. So I'm just going to run through the questions that they've sent me. Just a second. If I don't answer your question, then I will ask you to put 3 question marks at the front of your questions and pop it in the chat. But wait till I've gone through the questions because they might have already given me your questions. Okay, so we've got absolutely loads of people on here. So digging through might take hours. So first question: I'm an existing customer. How do I move to this deal? Okay. So just buy the deal. If you look at the bottom of the Black Friday thing, there's a little drop down arrow underneath the buy button. That shows you exactly how. But basically, you just buy and submit a support ticket inside of 3Local containing email and your current website. Okay. Tell my team what you've done, and they will take care of everything. They'll move you over, increase your limits, and even cancel your old subscription. Now, if for any reason you pay another payment, so if you buy this now and you pay another payment on your other subscription, yeah, don't worry. Just let me team know, and we'll issue a refund within 7 days. But it will be within 7 days of the transfer. The transfer can take up to a week, but if we do the transfer for you, then there'll be no downtime. Does that make sense? Right. What if I buy from 2 email addresses? Will I get this twice? Oh, it's Bob. Right. Okay. So for those who don't know, Bob is in my coaching. So Bob, you're about to save $150 a month, and he has been for a long time. So Bob, famous for finding loopholes. So let me just see what you've. Okay, so Bob's just yeah, right. What if I buy from 2 email addresses? Will it go in twice? Yes, Bob, it will. Right, yes, Bob. If you buy from 2 different email addresses, you will get all the bonuses twice automatically. But I want to help as many local businesses as possible in the coaching, so please don't. Okay, because we've only got 450 of these spaces available. Okay, so guys, that's Loophole Bob. If anyone doesn't know him, if you're not already in the coaching, once you're in the coaching, you'll get used to him. Lovely bloke, awesome bloke, always looking for ways to rip me off. Right, okay, sorry. Question: do I need a website? Yes, you need a website. 3Local is an add-on. So if you've got a business and no website, that should be your priority over everything else. Yes, the internet is now the new high street, and it's speeding up. It's not slowing down. Okay, so yes, you need a website. You should already have a business website if you've got a real company. Will this hurt my current website? No, it'll improve your current website because you're going to have more pages. You're going to have more internal linking. You're going to have more relevance. You're going to have a better footprint, all written on AI search ready framework. So no, this will only improve your business and improve your online visibility and help you automate the busy work whilst servicing more customers. Question. Sorry, my team have wrote question at the start of every question, so I'm reading question. What if I'm not technical? So this is perfect for you. I didn't even, right, I'll tell you what, when we were doing the testing on the booking and the quote system, I didn't even give my staff instructions when testing, okay? So for both the booking and the quote system, right, we've got loads of training videos anyway, and you can click on it, take you to them for each one. There's about 6 for one of them, there's about 8 for the other. You don't need a lot because it's so simple and easy to do. But for the booking and quote system, I never got a single question on how to use it from any of my staff. I didn't give them training. I let them go through and work through it all, and then I told them to create the training videos after they'd done all the tests. So yes, question. I keep reading it because it says question. How fast till I see results? On average, what we're seeing from speaking to I think we did a thing where we spoke to about 1,500 customers who were on the Pro plan, which used to have a different name, not the Pro Plus that you're getting. And I think we found that over about a 300% increase in inquiries within 90 days of correct implementation was the answer. It should be on the website somewhere. Right, what if I already use another form tool? Keep it. If it's not broke, don't fix it, okay? Like, you need 3Local, okay, 3Local is absolutely brilliant. It's going to generate more lead sales and clients. You've already got a farm tool. Don't add this one in. You're getting it anyway. You've got it. You can use it. Totally up to you. Okay. But if you've already got a farm tool is a farm tool. The quote system I would definitely use. Okay. And 3Local is just going to generate way more lead sales and clients. Question: can I cancel? But yeah, like I said 2 minutes ago, we give a 30-day. In fact, you might have asked this question before that because this is what my staff have sent me. We offer a 30-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee on all payments. So this could be your first payment, your fifth payment, your 25th monthly payment, right? So we don't offer a 30-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. Every payment gets a full 30-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. Bob said, I'm already in the coaching at $199 a month and spend $55 a month on 3Local. Can I upgrade to this and save $199 a month and get the quote booking system and coaching for free? Yeah, exactly, Bob. That's what we were just talking about 2 minutes ago, mate. But do let me explain, right? So you want to buy this, you want to cancel your coaching, and you'll see an email that gives you free access to this. So just sign back up with that and you'll get back in. Now, that email might go into your spam because it's coming from me direct, not from 3Local. So 3Local is the company that I work for, but I've got my own personal coaching and consulting, which you're going to get for free. So, but do not cancel your current 3Local account. You need to submit a support ticket and we'll transfer you over. Okay? You're best to use the same email for the transfer because that'll make it a lot quicker and a lot easier. If the support ticket, you need to put your email address and your website URL. This ensures your website doesn't have any downtime, okay? So if you might pay an extra payment by accident, but if you do pay any extra payments after the purchase date and time, so if you purchase now and your payment goes out in 10 minutes, let us know after the transfer is finished and we will cancel your account and send you a refund, but we need to transfer the site over for you. So my team are going to do that in the background. Does that make sense? Yes, and so everyone understands that, yes? Yep. Yes, you can transfer over from 3Local for this better deal. Definitely. You just transfer across, even if you don't want the other stuff. Yeah, but do not cancel your existing subscription. If you're transferring, we'll do the transfer, then we'll cancel your subscription. And if you pay any more payments from your subscription, we will give you a refund. I didn't think it sounded that complicated, but now I'm saying it, I think I'm making it sound complicated. Yeah, you just need to tell us if any payments come out after the Black Friday date special. Yes, all transfers are best done using the same email. Yes. Does everyone understand that? Yeah? Right. Any more questions? If we already have 3Local subscriptions, how does it work? Yeah, if you just buy it and transfer it over, buddy. Does 3Local work on Go High Level websites as I've moved my sites to Go High Level? Yes, of course it does. Yes, as long as you've got access to your domain name to add a C name, Colin, it'll work. Yes. So yes, you can do it on 3 Go High Level, no problem. And you can overlay inside of 3Local your existing website so it looks identical. Are you able to sell the quote and booking system service to another client? You can if you want, but it's still going to be on the same URL for now, bookings.3local.com and quotes.3local.com. If we miss a Thursday meeting, are your monthly meetings recorded? No, Sandy, not a single one is ever recorded in this one. So basically, what we do and that was a really good question actually, Sandy. So we don't record any of them because people are coming on there and they're asking me things about their own personal businesses and what's going on. So if you miss a Thursday meeting, I'll do the training. We have got a couple that were recorded and added to my YouTube, but we did them on different nights, so people didn't mind, and we still didn't record the answers and things like that. So we don't record any of them sessions. Them sessions are designed not for me to be able to promote and market online or for you guys to be able to come, like the people. It's a show up live situation. And you do need to show up live if you want to get any value from it. I sell to the home services business. Let me just see what Keith's saying here. I'm scared of clicking on your thingies. Current 3Local user, because if I do, I might not be able to find where you guys are. Current 3Local user. What is the deal? So the deal is 55 a month. You're gonna get a quote. You're gonna get the quote system for free, the booking system for free. You're gonna get my coaching and consulting for free, and you're gonna get a 30-mile radius. Right now, I need to try and find Keith again. Oh, there we have got you right. Can we merge our current DIY 3Local account with this? Yes, of course you can, Jeed. I make done for you account, DFY account. Yeah, just buy this instead, Jeed, and we'll figure it out for you, mate. Just submit a support ticket. Don't cancel it though. So your DFY account, don't cancel it. Leave it running until we've done the transfer. And if we take any more payments during that period, we'll do it. Because there's going to be hundreds of people doing this all at the same time. So obviously, I don't want to I'm going to say it's going to take a week to do the transfer, and then it could take a week to do any refunds of additional payments. You have to let us know about the additional payments. It's not something we're going to go into the account system and search for every single person that transfers over. Can I use from a marketing agency? Yes, of course, Les. I'm happy with the deal as a coaching once a month, let alone everything else. Great deal. I will see you in the coaching. Rob, check your spam for the coaching. The rest of it will all come to you because it's coming from 3Local's domain, but mine comes from mikem.uk, I believe. The coaching is really valuable for a lot of these business owners because I've done it all in the past. I think the Book a Local system has room for schedule multiple job providers, right? Good question, Dan. So the Book a Local system, you can select 1, 2, or 3 slots. So let's say you've got a driveway company and you've got 15 members of staff. If you select three, if you only need 5 members of staff for one driveway, you can have 3 driveways booked in all at the exact same time. If you select 2 slots, it will enable you to have 2. And if you select 1 slot, and then whenever you've got jobs booked in, you just go in and you manually just book the jobs in. So they're in the system and they take up your time. But yeah, you can have up to 3 simultaneous jobs added automatically. And you can assign things to members of staff in there so that you know who's in charge and they'll get an email. And you can also click a share button and share it via it. There's loads of cool features in it as well. If we already have Brand Jacker Society, do we cancel and just do the business? So Brand Jacker Society is closed now. The people who come to Brand Jacker Society every week, they're the only people that's ever going to get into that. And Brand Jacker Society is done in a different format because it's kind of one-on-one chats things. So it's up to you, Hoyt. It is up to you if you cancel it and move over to the coaching. The coaching and consulting is not as personal, but the Brand Jacker Society is shut anyway. We won't let anyone else in that. Right, 1 second. How can I buy for marketing company like Magic Page? You do the work for the customer, so the customer wouldn't know it was all done via 3Local, but the quotes and booking system. Any guarantee that will not be crashed for another 3 months? So existing customers that set up their websites, Joe, were absolutely fine. Everything stayed live. The only people that it was crashed for 3 months, we wouldn't let any new customers in for 3 months because we'd sold. We I don't know, it's 20 something thousand people signed up in 2 weeks. We didn't expect it. We expected 500 or 600, and we had to upgrade the servers. It went absolutely insane, and I've got no doubt this will happen exactly the same. I'm just hoping we can keep it open as long as possible until whatever server we've got is like, you're killing me, and then we need to upgrade our thingies again. Like 3Local blew up. I've never ever seen anything like it in my life. It was insane. Right, Christopher Thompson. If I want to buy an extra XXX sub for my client but don't want an extra coaching option, do I just add an extra? Yes, mate. Just buy 2. Sammy, I have 2 separate businesses, a student letting business and a mortgage broker. Do I have to buy 2 packages, 1 for each business? Yes, you do, pal. It's on a per business basis, this, Sammy. Is there a special price for... This is the special price, Dan. It's definitely not going to ever get any cheaper than this. This will be the best deal we've ever done, and it's going to, like, when these are full, we may do this again in the future, but when these are full, there'll never be a better deal than this. Right, I'm in Australia for your live coaching. What times are sessions? Rob, my live coaching is at 6 p.m. every first Thursday of the month. So it might be 6 o'clock in the morning for you or something terrible. 5 or 7 in the morning, maybe, I think. But it's 6 p.m. UK time. Is there training on how to offer 3Local to businesses and collect clients? Yeah, I've done loads of training on that. Look at my YouTube channel. I've done the franchise model. If you've got a really powerful domain on how to sell it to businesses, there's loads of stuff in there for that. Like loads on my YouTube channel. But if you want any specific training, I'm happy to do the specific training for the YouTube channel, because if you're selling 3Local, you're selling my product. So if we need more training, I'm happy to do that on the YouTube channel. No problem. Guys, if you don't get involved today, and if you take nothing else away from today, obviously the third part of the webinar was the most important part of the webinar. Like when I first started to grow my business, and I probably, when I met Martin, I was probably doing, I don't know, 28, 29 grand a month, and I wasn't making much profit. And I'd be sat and I'd have two phones, two pads, and a payment terminal. And at the time I had gout, I had my leg up, I'm sat in a chair, and And he comes in and he was laughing at me because I'm answering one phone, I'm writing down the customer's information, then I'm flicking through another book to find people that'll take the jobs off me. Then I'm ringing them off a different phone so that I don't miss a call on this phone over here. Then I'm ringing them saying, I've got this job, do you want it? And then I'm texting them all the information across for the job, and they're paying me for the jobs. So I'm taking card payments, either booking fees from customers, or I'm getting payments off the engineer saying, I want 25 quid for the job, pay me for it, and I'll send you the information. Or 50 quid or whatever the job was. And I was sat there like crazy, back and forth, back and forth. And he was there, I don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour. He was dropping me, I think he was dropping me off some cash, to be honest, for something I was doing with a kitchen company. And he was laughing. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm running my business and I'm dead proud of myself, thinking I was doing amazing. And he's like, his actual word was, are you an idiot? I was like, what? He's like, you do this all day, every day. I must have got 20 calls in like 15, 20 minutes. And basically, that I think is why the quote flow system is, I believe, the best tool I've ever released out of anything I've ever done for automating your business, for follow up sequences, the urgency and scarcity it does in the quotes and things like that. Like it's brilliant. What it does is absolutely brilliant, and if you use it correctly, the amount of time it's going to give you back is brilliant. Like these three products now are all completely designed by me, and I've got some other really good stuff coming in December that people are going to love. But what we aim to do is help local businesses be more efficient, be more successful, and my aim for 3Local is to become the one-stop shop for local businesses. Also, if we've got any gas engineers on here, if you go to gas.3local.com, gas engineer or heating engineers, we've created our first free tool where it tracks all of your, when you're doing something called a gas safety inspection, I think it is. It's a legal requirement for landlords and letting agents and things like that in the UK. Because we've got over 350 gas engineers, you can go up and sign up for that product completely free of charge. Okay, yes, Hoyt, we will do some training in a couple of weeks, mate. Let's get this Black Friday thing out of the way. I'll do some more training in a couple of weeks for you, definitely. We'll do it in December if that's okay, bud. We're on the 18th now, so I'll definitely do some live training in December, early on in December for that. I'll get loads of people on and we'll go through and do some sales training for everybody. Okay, guys, I'm going to say thank you very, very much. It's been great catching up. I know we've not been on for a while, but like we shut 3Local for 3 months because we couldn't take on any new clients, and we spent all that time building out these new tools for you guys to make life a lot easier. So I'm just going to say thank you very much, and I will, I'll see you all later. Cheers. Bye bye.